training. My people have to have hotel and food. When I go to KCTA conferences or KAC, my hotel comes out of there, food comes out of there. That's pretty much general, I'd say, and standard for all the departments.
So do you, with that going up, are you sending more people to training? Are you?
We have more new people, so they all have to be trained.
Okay.
Lisa, I'll ask you a question, first of all, about personnel. You just recently hired new personnel. You went for 6 months without replacing that position.
That's incorrect.
No, it's not. You went from
is.
September through February. And,
That is incorrect.
and earlier in the year,
It was,
earlier in the
so
year,
I'm not going to let that stand as an
earlier
incorrect
in the
statement.
earlier in the year, we did ask that
It was 4 months.
earlier in the year, we did ask that department heads and elected officials discuss personnel issues with us. Sheriff Brown, or excuse me, Under Sheriff Brown discussed jailer positions. Health Services Director Kennedy discussed positions. Public Works Director Ring discussed positions. You decided not to.
No, I didn't.
You didn't discuss the
You never
position with
asked
us.
me about the position.
It wasn't up to us to ask.
It
I
was
didn't know you was
September.
hiring.
You clearly were watching.
No.
Why are you asking now?
Because I don't believe you needed the position.
How would you know,
And I'm going to
Butch?
request the
You don't
board that
know
we
what
remove
my
it.
office does.
I'm going
You've
to,
said that.
I'm going to
So you
request the
have no
board.
bearing to make a statement that my office does not need that staff. That's an ignorant statement, and it
I
is
have a bearing.
incorrect.
You're being rude and disrespectful.
No,
Now,
you're lying,
I have,
and you're misrepresenting the facts.
I have
and I'm
the-
standing up for myself. That's not rude and
I'm
disrespectful.
going to request that the board
It's
remove
threatening
that
coming from a young
position.
woman to you. I can see that.
I'm not threatened by any woman.
Well, sure you are.
No.
When you lie, misrepresent, call names, yell and bully, that is disrespectful. And that comes from being
You keep
threatened.
interrupting me, so I'd appreciate it if you just shut up for a minute.
There we go.
Now, I'm going to
Disrespectful.
request the
Who
board,
who said something disrespectful so
I'm going to
far?
request the board remove
Would be
this
you.
position.
The position
Okay.
will not be removed.
Fellow commissioners, I'm going to request we remove this position.
You can
write that
request
down,
that.
Darren.
But it will not be removed.
It'll be
because
removed
it
if we
needs to
removed
exist
it.
for the Treasury to operate. Last year, you approved my budget at 520, including that position. What's changed?
Don't believe you needed it because you went for a long time without it.
We
And
went
you went
4
through tax
months.
season without it.
No treasurer.
When-
If you understood how the Treasury functioned, you would understand that no treasurer is going to hire and train a new person in tax season. And it
when-
was October.
When the sheriff
was the
lost
first full
jailers,
month.
they were up here immediately asking for replacements. When I lost people as I was director of the health department, I couldn't replace them fast enough. You seem to take your time.
I do not take
I
my
don't believe
time.
you
My
need
moves are
position.
very calculated and they're based on facts. You, however, base your decisions on non-fact, ignorance, and when I do want to talk with you about things, you don't respond to my emails.
You have never emailed me.
I have
So there.
emailed you plenty of times.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Never emailed me.
I just emailed you last night. You said that you received it.
I received it. There wasn't
Okay.
a question attached
So I've
to
never
it.
emailed you, but you received
There wasn't a
another
question
lie.
attached to it.
The amount of lies and mistruths and misrepresentations you have made about me since you have been a commissioner are numerous.
What
And I'm
have
not
I-
going to
what
spend my
mistruths
time this
have I
morning
said about you?
discussing them with you. I'm really not. What's your next question that's actually pertinent? My budget is going to be 515. That's what it's going to cost to run the Treasury.
$515.
That's what it's going to cost. Oh, let me correct myself. My expenditures will be 515 at the minimum.
No, they won't be.
That's what it's going to cost to operate the Treasury. That's what you approved last year, plus 5,000, and that's what it costs. And it's still $50,000 lower than the first year before I came to this county. So it's completely reasonable. So my question to you, as an elected official and representative of these people, is what is the reason that you want to cut a position? And I want a specific
I've
reason.
already told you that 3 times. I don't
Because you
believe
don't
you
think I
needed
need it. Based on what facts? Based on what knowledge? You visited my office for a total of an hour in 2 years. You don't know what you're talking about.
I know
Respectfully.
plenty what I'm talking about.
You do not know what you're talking about.
Now,
You don't.
moving on. Write that down,
Great, I'm
Darren.
good. I've said what I need to say. Next topic.
Moving on. Advertising.
Advertising is a statutorily required line item, and I will not go into that with you. There's nothing personal with it. It's advertising to put in the paper people who are delinquent. There's nothing
Do you
personal
need
there.
$10,000 for it?
Yes,
Why?
that's what it costs. How much did Jason spend doing public releases about COVID? It costs a lot of money. That's exactly what my advertising is. There's nothing personal there. Even though you implied, and two of you lied about my newsletter, implying that it comes from advertising, which is completely ignorant, and it breaches on stupid. Stupid because you don't want to correct your ignorance. There's ignorance and then there's stupidity. You don't want to correct your ignorance. You don't want to learn about what we're doing in the Treasury. All you want to do is make up statements to try to vilify me,
Sheriff
my
Harbin,
budget, which is an excellent budget.
come up here a minute.
How many hours of overtime did you roughly have? I think I got an email from somebody about 109 last year. Does that sound about right, Lisa?
I have no idea. I didn't look at that.
Please escort Lisa out. I'm tired of listening to this. We'll
I'm not
do
gonna
her
be
budget
escorted out.
without her.
Are you kidding me? Based on what?
No.
You're going to escort me out.
Because you're obnoxious.
No, you are disrespectful, and let the record state that you told me to shut up. And you
Yes.
say I'm disrespectful. Don't touch me. Good.
Okay, gentlemen, going through this budget.
Gentlemen, that's what it's going to cost to run the Treasury, whether you approve it or not.
Going through this budget, earlier we said we wanted to reduce advertising. Do we still want to reduce advertising?
And Butch, you're lucky you have me escorted out because I have a lot of stuff here you don't want the public to hear.
What do we want to do with advertising?